Hello everybody and welcome back to DTDcember, a series in which I'll be counting down my top 12 GTA villains of all time. If you want more info on this whole thing, feel free to check out my first video in this series where I explain the rules of my list. Or if you haven't seen my previous DTDcember videos and want to avoid spoilers, check out this playlist to watch every prior entry up to this point. Today, I'll be talking about my number 9 entry into this list, Catalina from Grand Theft Auto 3. Those of you who've seen my recent video where I criticized GTA 3 for its faults may be surprised to see that this game's main antagonist made the cut for a list like this. But even though this game's story is, well, utter dog shit, I can't deny how powerful of a villain Catalina truly is. In the very first cutscene of the game, we're introduced to her through her betrayal of our main character Claude, as she shoots him in the face and leaves him for dead during a bank heist. From then on, she only makes a handful of physical appearances throughout the rest of the game, but whether we can see her or not, we can feel the effects of the strings she pulls from behind the scenes as her gang's primary export, Spank, remains a constant driving force through most of the game's events, be it via the Leone Mafia's struggles to suppress the Colombian cartel's influence in Portland, or the Yakuza's full-on war with the cartel that Claude finds himself on the forefront of. Catalina's actions in Liberty City continually result in our protagonist combating her forces in one way or another. And while Catalina may not have a lot of screen time in this game, in each of the cutscenes she does appear in, she remains an intimidating and powerful figure. Whether it's when she betrays us at the very beginning of the game, when she belittles the Leone rat for selling out his mafia family for Spank, when she sacrifices her new business partner Miguel to make her escape, or when she double-crosses Claude again in the final mission, she never really looks weak at any point, unlike the previous villains I've already talked about. She doesn't pathetically ask for peace like Torini, she doesn't lose her cool like Sonny, and she doesn't come up short like Billy. In every one of her appearances, she remains in control of the situation, or if she is on the back foot, she shows that she's not afraid to cut her losses to make a strategic retreat. Hell, not only does she never really look weak, I'd argue she may be one of the strongest antagonists I've ever seen in a GTA game, given how swiftly and coldly she eliminates the protagonist's closest ally, Asuka. It's not until we kill her at the end of the story that we finally feel like we've gotten the best of her, but even during that mission, she never shows any sign of fear of failure and remains valiant as she tries to fend off Claude all the way until her ultimate defeat. Just like the previous entries though, Catalina's strength as a villain is crippled by her lack of screen time. As for those of you who have watched my recent GTA 3 video will know, one of my main problems with this game's story is how it feels like everything that happens in between Catalina's betrayal and Claude's revenge just happens to connect the two events to each other. While Catalina's work with the Colombian cartel behind the scenes continually impacts the criminal underworld and therefore Claude, it doesn't ever feel like our protagonist is actively pursuing his revenge, but rather that the jobs that he performs for the various gangs throughout the city just happen to combat Catalina's plans. Because of that, I don't feel that I can put Catalina any higher than the number 9 spot on this list of the greatest GTA villains of all time. Do you agree with me? Do you also think that Catalina deserves the spot? Or do you think she should be ranked higher or lower? Leave a comment down below telling me what you think. And if you're enjoying this series so far, feel free to leave a like on this video and subscribe if you haven't done so already, so that you'll be notified this Wednesday when I return with the number 8 entry for this list. But until then, have a blessed few days, and I'll see you all in the next one. This is your boy Doug6, and I'm signing off.